I'm Ezra Engler, and this is how you kickflip. Okay, so the kickflip is pretty much one of the most widely known tricks in skateboarding. Even if you don't skate, you probably heard of it and or pretty much know what it is. And it's pretty much like the benchmark trick to show people that you have the ability to skateboard. And if you do skateboard, you've all been in that situation. Hey kid, do a kickflip!
Dude, you suck at skating. I bet you can't even kickflip. What is your problem, man?
If you can kickflip, it feels pretty good to show off to all these people. If you can't kickflip, well, that's what I'm here for. A few other reasons you would want to know how to kickflip is to get exercise. Whew! Man, that kickflip was tiring. Impress your friend. And just get better at skateboarding in general. So today, I'm going to show you how to perform the kickflip. The first kickflip was done in 1983 by professional skateboarder Rodney Mullen, and he called it the magic flip. Okay, so there's 3 simple steps to your kickflip. You have your pop, your flick, and your landing back on the board. I'll show you all these things, and I'll also go over some common trouble spots along the way. And you're going to need a lot of patience and determination for this trick, so be ready. Okay, to do the kickflip, you're going to want to start off with a nice steady pop. To do this, you must have your back foot on the tail of the skateboard hanging off, and your front foot with your big toe directly under the front bolt, just like that. And as you get better, you can move your foot up, farther and farther up the board to get higher kickflips, because that's what I do. But when you start off, you want to have it like this. Okay, so to achieve this, you must put all of your weight, literally all of your weight, on the back tail of the board and just snap it on the ground, like, just snap it on the ground. Make sure to keep your balance while doing this so you won't fall. Next, after you've popped, like so, you're going to want to slide the sole of your shoe up the skateboard and off. Up and off the skateboard, and make sure to really flick your foot off, like give it a flick with your foot, like a literal flick, and make sure to completely flick your foot off the skateboard or it's not going to spin all the way, like just like that. Alright, so after you've gotten your pop and flick down, you're going to want to do those 2 motions at the same time, and right after you do them, you're going to want to jump. Just like pop, flick out, and jump. And if you do all of this correctly, you should see the skateboard come around and you're going to see the top again. And if you're doing it right, your back foot is going to land first, and you're literally going to feel it come around and hit your back foot first, and then your front foot's going to come back on there. So this is called catching the flip, and you'll see as I do it here. Okay, if you saw that, you could see that my back foot hit the board first, and then I brought my front foot back down. Okay, so on to trouble spots. It's almost guaranteed they're going to have some problems while trying kickflips. Everyone does, it's normal. And I'm going to go over a few of those problems. The first one is called primo. Okay, as you saw, that was primo, and primo is when the board does not flip all the way, lands on its side, and you land on it and you fall. And as you probably have noticed, it's pretty painful. Okay, so to fix this, it's mainly just a practice issue, and you normally only land primo after you've landed your first kickflip. But if practice isn't enough, If you're under flipping, which means your board isn't flipping enough like this, try flicking a little harder. And if you're over flipping, which is when your board flips all the way but then keeps flipping and stops, try to flick a little softer. Another problem you may have is called chicken foot. This is the problem I had, and it took me a really long time to get rid of it. It's when you flick your board perfectly around, just a normal kick flip, but you only land with one foot, either your back foot or your front foot. And this can take a lot of practice to get rid of, but yeah, this is what one looks like. That's what chicken foot is. Okay, so if you're having problems with chicken foot, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to flick the board like you normally would, like you're used to for a kick flip, but instead of trying to jump over the board, jump beside it. Here, I'm going to stand like this so you can get a better angle. See, jump beside it like this. Flick it and jump beside. Just like that. And practice that a few times. Just flicking it and jumping beside it. And this will get you used to jumping and flicking at the same time, which is why you're having the problem with chicken foot. And because you're scared, this will help get your courage up to land them. And after you practice that a few times, you can try it over the board again, and that's how I landed my first kickflip. Okay, today I've showed you the proper pop, flick, and landing of a kickflip. Remember, if you want to learn kickflips, you have to really, really want to know how to do them, or else you're just going to give up. Remember, it takes some people 3 days to kickflip, and it'll take some people 3 years. Just remember, never give up on kickflips. If you really want them, you're going to get them eventually. I hope this video helped. Okay, so once you've learned and mastered your kickflip, there's so much fun stuff you can do with it. Like, do a fakie, which means rolling backwards. And you can also combine it with other tricks to make more complicated tricks, such as the varial kickflip, also invented by Rodney Mullen in the late 80s. You can also do it over stuff. Lastly, and most fun, down stuff. Hi, I'm Ezra Engler, and that is how you kill.